2020 City Portland Planning Commission meeting to order. It is now currently 5:22. First item on the agenda is 87 North Main Street. Leila Bonus seeks a special use permit for the change in use to convert a residential structure in an R3 district into a bed and breakfast per 300-22, table 300-13, as well as approval of a proposed parking plan for 300-83, table 383 and 384. The ZBA will consider area variances. Is anyone here to speak on their behalf?
Did we look at this last month?
I don't think so. I think this is new this month.
This is a different one?
This is the first time I've seen it. I don't know.
Looks
I
like,
can answer any questions somebody might have. Mrs. Bones isn't here to.
Okay. When I was reading through things, I think it's a great idea. I just don't think they have enough.
we did,
But it never followed through with the.
right, I think we told her she had to come back or something.
Yeah, I don't recall that, but you know, I was here, I'm pretty sure. What's this
This
August?
was last year, a couple years.
Oh, last year. I thought you meant last month. Okay.
No,
Personally, I think it's a great idea. I just don't think they have adequate parking for the plant. That's what it boils down to. I just want to get your guys' input if you feel differently.
So if you have a question, Mrs. Bones
Uh-huh.
said she's gonna provide valet parking and parking.
What does that mean though to me? To me, that means one of them are gonna go out and move the client's cars back and.
Back to the
Yeah.
back of the house, yeah, that's what she means by that.
Hmm.
So I mean, I don't believe it's the whole house, she's did that. Just to be.
3 bedrooms, 3 rooms, so 3 clients, 3 cars.
Yes, per bedroom.
Right.
So
they 3 more.
what you mentioned on the agenda is there was gonna be an approved parking plan. There's no parking plan in here to approve, correct? You must-
Oh, they didn't submit it. Well, she talks about the valet parking. I think that was how they were
It's
addressing.
not
the
really
parking
a
plan.
parking plan, but.
It's not it's not a map of where the spaces are gonna be and stuff.
You're
like
correct.
that.
how many spaces are there, right, in the driveway? You know, how much room?
That's what a parking plan would show us.
I know, but Roy said he can answer, but I don't know. I'm just curious. If there isn't,
1 second. You guys might not have this.
Visually, it looks like they could probably squeeze 3 cars in the parking or in the driveway, and then they have looks like a garage in the back.
The driveway looks on here, looks long enough to put 3 cars and then
Right.
some in it. Looking at the map, I don't know.
See the plan that shows that.
Yeah.
Maybe Roy's got it.
I couldn't tell from this drawing.
So she has.
So it looks like there's a fair amount
A
of.
fairly large parking lot back there.
It looks like there's a lot of trees or.
On the other side of the barn, the garage, looks like, right?
But isn't that a grass area or
That's a brick patio.
brick patio?
But if you look at behind the house, there's a large paved area.
Right.
Brick patio.
Yeah, where it's parking area.
I saw it on there, but I can't.
There isn't. It's
I was
really-
trying to see on the, yeah, I can't.
Unless we scale it out.
On Google Earth.
Trying to-
Feet.
Yeah,
There's
the
reason.
trees are in the way.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
are you using Google Earth or Google Maps?
I used both. I did one yesterday and then I tried again tonight, so. Can't see because the trees are in the way, so
So you have,
unless we go there and look.
I mean, it's a long drive.
you have a.
Yeah.
A 2-car garage back there, which can be used for the requirements for the single family home.
Mhm.
There's only 2, and then you would have 3 vehicles that. I'm not. Just saying, it looks, that parking area between the garage and the house looks big enough for 3 vehicles. You are correct, it's not lined, but it does look big enough for 3 vehicles, especially if the valet parking.
Yeah.
Right in here.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll put the homeowner in the garage. and
Right.
Definitely have 3
Is there
before
any
they stuck
precedence
out.
valet parking like this?
I've never even heard.
I'm just thinking the concept is how she's gonna address it. It's not somebody with a bell. You know,
Yeah, the hotel that, Super 8, not even Super 8. Hampton might have valet park, not even.
No,
Nobody has the.
No,
nobody has the-
not-
the city.
maybe a fancy house.
I mean, does she live in the house?
Next door, yeah, her and her husband live in the house. And the previous guy that owned it talked about how he used it for different purposes, and it's kind of similar to what she wants to get formal approval for,
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
those are nice houses.
Yeah, good.
Very nice.
So I'm pretty happy to see that we're repurposing a huge Victorian home.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And you guys would be okay with the parking, the way she's indicated it?
Again, we're being lenient on
Yeah.
parking plan, which I don't know why we're so lenient. It's not that hard to do for somebody who's committed to doing it.
Mhm.
You know, it looks like this business is already going on,
Mhm.
so. But I certainly don't want to get in the way of letting it go forward, but
Mhm.
Right.
So part of the area variances that she applied for is for variances for 384 feet. 7,
Yeah,
not having it lined in the back.
right.
So whatever decision you made has to be based on it receiving the required area.
From the
area
ZBA,
variance.
right, they would have to approve that, and they're gonna be here after us.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well. I guess the ball could be in there at work time, It sounds like, from what I'm hearing from you people, not guys, people, that the, plan would like to be approved. With the contingency that the variances be approved by ZBA, is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Is that pretty much in a nutshell?
And the only other thing that I would recommend, not that you guys have to take my recommendation, is they limit the parking to 5 vehicles.
Oh, yeah, let's
Two,
put that in,
2 in the garage
Two in the
and
garage,
3 in the.
okay. All right, can someone make a motion to that effect with Roy's suggestion of limiting the number of cars to 5 maximum?
I'll make the motion contingent on the ZBA approval
Okay.
and limiting it to 5 cars.
Sounds good.
That would be-
All right, we got a second?
A second.
Tony? All right, further discussion. All right, all those in favor of that proposal, say aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? All right, motion carried.
Let me just clarify the contingency with regard to the parking.
Yep.
Articulate that again to me.
That the ZBA has to approve the variance. And that the car allotment can be maximum of 5, including the 2 belonging to the owner.
So, 14.
The 3 cars maximum for the business.
That is.
Yeah. I think it's just-
Total,
Down here.
So
Just have it drawn on here.
3 for the business.
3 for the customer, 2
Two.
for the owner. Yeah. Yeah, we have to. Sounds fair.
Right.
All right, second order of business is I should have.
Yeah.
We can't submit, sorry, guy.
Can I walk up her driveway and see it?
I have permission to explain.
Second order of business is 26 Helen Ave. Floyd Abbott seeks a flood plan development permit to construct a 10 by 12 shed within the flood hazard zone along Dry Creek under section 138 flood damage prevention regulations. The ZBA will also have to consider variances for this as well, area variances. All right, thoughts on this proposal? Everybody have a chance to read through it?
Yes.
Questions or concerns? I mean, he's only building a shed. It's not like he's building a home.
I understand that, but it's their per FEMA regulations. It still has to be as flood-proof
Okay,
as possible.
I see. Okay.
Within reason, obviously, it's a shed, right? So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I go crazy.
Okay, I didn't.
Well, so-
I think so.
And
2
maybe-
feet, and
maybe-
it'd be elevated 2 feet, right?
I mean,
Or-
our
Great to the size, like foundation in bed, so it allow water to pass through. Yeah.
Okay.
Go away.
All right, so
I
we
don't
want to
know
make a
if it's in the
motion,
final location.
with,
So it probably is done because he did fill out a waiver.
Like,
Okay.
lifted business.
but this also has to be approved by TBA as far as
Yes.
this is concerned, so I'd like to, well, I'd like to make sure that that gets put into the, proposed motion. So that that is a requirement of this, of the shed, that the variances have to be approved by the ZBA. And that the shed is as, anchored as possible, is the best way. to put it.
Anchored properly and as floodproof as
Floodproof is
feasible.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, where do those criteria come? Is that from the ZBA or is that part of the building permit?
What, the floodplain stuff? That's you guys, that's the floodplain development.
Okay,
So whenever something is built in a floodplain, I have to by FEMA regulations, even a shed,
I know.
Right.
get a floodplain
Yeah,
development.
exactly, no,
I know it seems like overkill, but
sure.
you know, I've been told in the past by the floodplain people that I have to do this.
Yeah, we just don't want things floating down the creek after they get built, so.
So I mean, a lot of these areas haven't flooded in years, but it's still in our flood.
Part of the plan, yeah.
Is there a specific anchoring that they have to use?
It has to be anchored. No, there is. It
Okay.
just says anchored.
Anchored.
So,
Yeah.
Doesn't float away.
just so it,
Right,
you
right.
know, but you got, you know, you just can't put I mean, I guess you could put a bunch of blocks in it,
To kind of weight it down.
but
You can
is that
put
gonna
stuff
be
in.
That
buoyant?
can be
So
enough
I
to
don't-
keep it, water.
Exactly.
It's a shed. It's not a house. It isn't a garage.
Yes, Roy, I'm asking, where's the list of requirements that need to meet to make that flood?
It's all in the FEMA website. I
Okay,
mean, even,
is that what we
I
reference?
mean, even a fence theoretically, I typically, so if someone puts a fence in a floodplain,
To be,
I don't make them come for a floodplain development permit, because at some point it's getting a little counterproductive.
right,
I do have, there are regulations for a fence, like it's gotta be a offset panel, or it's gotta be raised at least between a foot and 6 inches, so water can either go through it or under.
so maybe we should put like the FEMA,
Anchored FEMA guidelines, sure, that's something you can
That's
take.
the
Yeah,
guy, that's kind of.
yeah.
that's the guy anchoring the shed, how about if we?
Good call.
That's a fun.
Oh, there.
Catch that.
Joe.
I hear the captain.
No, I'm the corporal, Look, not even the corporal, I'm the private here.
Captain, my captain.
All right, somebody want to make a motion to that effect? We just talked about, Mike, did Andy, you get all that? Pretty much, okay, can we get a second?
Seconded.
All right, Jim, all right, further discussion. All right, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? All right, motion carries. All right, let's go on to the third item on our agenda. If I can find it here.
Just I do have these, Layla Bones for 87 Nestle on here.
Yeah, we did
She
know.
just popped in, it is approved, I'm typing to her.
Yeah,
That it-
yeah.
It's approved. Okay.
The special use permit,
she's supposed to, yeah, the ZBA is supposed to issue her a special use permit. We cannot do that.
Okay,
That's above and beyond
Yeah.
our expertise, I guess.
you issued the special use permit,
We do.
TBA's got to grant.
ZBA gives us-
We issued the, contingent
Yeah, I think we put that in,
on the ZBA's
Yes.
approved.
as long as they approve
That's the parking.
Right. All right, our next order on the agenda is 41 Elm Street, full state environmental assessment review for the demolition of a property formerly known as the Roundhouse Mill, owned by Brian Melchick Rental LLC, to allow for the future redevelopment of the 1.5 acre site, part of the city brownfield opportunity area. The documents have been provided to us.
Is the former feed place.
Yes, that's a big thing that on the corner of Greenbush and Elm. I remember them using that too, as a.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
That,
No, it wasn't.
yeah, right.
Feelings, thoughts about this proposal? Anybody want to?
So there's no plans yet, right? It's just to knock it down and make it available.
So New York State requires a full secret review for the grant application.
Oh, okay, so he's going for a grant, so we need to do the secret, okay.
Do you know what the plans are, housing development or?
Yes, house development when it comes down.
Okay,
So Roy, should we move right into the secret part?
yeah,
Three? Okay,
yeah,
all right, this is a long one, guys, so it's gonna take a while.
not,
Part two. Part two.
This long.
Pardon me?
It's actually the same
Yeah.
exact thing, only you just, anything that you answer. No or minor, you just go down to the next section,
Okay,
so.
alright. Alright, so part two starts out with impact on land. Proposed action may involve construction on or physical alteration of the land surface of the proposed site. And part one has an A through. I'll get it when we get there, okay. A says the proposed action may involve construction on land where depth to water table is less than 3 feet. Is that a no or a moderate?
I think we just have to
Yeah,
answer
that's the
item one,
first one, yes.
which is the proposed action. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
and so the
sorry,
answer would
okay.
be no, because they're just.
I'm
sorry,
not changing the.
Yeah.
Right,
Alright,
if we go no, we skip through to the next.
You're
one.
right, okay,
Yeah.
so to answer that one, is the consensus no for that? I'll check that
Yeah.
off on my copy here. So then we skip to the next one, part two.
Yeah.
That's why we
Alright,
say
sorry
it
about
might not take as long.
Thank you, Brendan. Alright, number two. The proposed action may result in the modification or destruction of, or inhibit rather, access to any unique or unusual landforms on a site, such as cliffs, dunes, minerals, fossils, and caves.
The answer is no.
That's just no, Jim, you're safe on that one, okay?
Yep.
I'll check no. Number three. The proposed action may affect one or more wetlands or other surface water bodies, such as streams, rivers, ponds, or lakes.
I don't think there's any wetlands.
There is
No
no.
wetlands there.
Answer is no.
Alright, number four, I believe we're up to, yeah. Impact on groundwater. The proposed action may result in new or additional use of groundwater or may have the potential to introduce contaminants to groundwater or an aquifer.
I don't know about that.
Oh, you know that.
It all
And
depends.
now they're
on
really
the
just
demo.
tearing it down, so I don't think it's gonna impact the aquifer. That's just my thoughts, you know? I mean, I know we live on an aquifer, Portland's on an aquifer, it's an
Yeah.
underground lake, but
Right.
I can't envision anything getting into the water just from tearing this place down.
Is there anything in construction, the materials, is it?
Well, when you look at the questions A through G, I don't think we affect any of those.
Okay,
So everybody's good with a no on that one?
Yep.
Okay, so four is a no. Five, impact on flooding. Proposed action may result in development on land subject to flooding.
it's not in flood zone. right?
Not there. Okay, so that's a no. Number six. Impacts on air and climate. Proposed action may include a state regulated air emission source. See part one, D, F, D2F, D2H, and D2G, or generate greenhouse gas emissions over 10,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalents. See part one, D2H. And the impact on the air or the climate.
Well, we're tearing it down.
Right,
There will be air
that's what you're saying,
monitoring required while they're tearing it.
yeah.
I
Okay.
would think so, but
Right, but the level we're talking about.
Right,
New
right,
production.
right,
plant,
yeah, no,
right,
right,
right.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good on that. All right, number seven, is it left? Yeah.
Yes.
Proposed action may result in a loss of flora or fauna. See part one, E2, M through Q. Is that a no or yes?
Say that's a no.
That's a no. There's no- no-
Only the rats and the pigeons.
Right.
Pigeons maybe, no. No, don't you bring it up. I'm not even gonna bring that up. We were just saying, that one. All right, that was impact on agricultural resources. The proposed action may impact agricultural resources. You guys can read all that, the parts and stuff. Any impact on agricultural resources?
No.
No, okay, that's a no. All right, going on to number nine. I gotta pull this slide, I can't read this. Impact on aesthetic resources, the land use of the proposed action is obviously different from or are in sharp contrast to current land use patterns between the proposed project and a scenic or aesthetic resource.
No.
We're okay on that, all right, so that's a no. Number 10, impact on historic and archaeological resources. Proposed action may occur in or adjacent to a historic or archaeological resource.
We have the fossils and cave.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Wow, I haven't
It
seen
might
that.
be there.
There you go.
Alright, that was 10. Alright, number 11. Impact on open space and recreation. The proposed action may result in a loss of recreational opportunities or reduction of an open space resources design, or is designated in any adopted municipal open space plan.
We create more open space.
Yeah,
Alright, so we're okay there. Alright. Number 12, impact on critical environmental areas. Proposed action may be located within or adjacent to a critical environmental area.
I don't think so.
Okay, we're okay on that, for now. Number 13.
That's a no.
Impact on transportation. The proposed action may result in a change to existing transportation systems.
nope.
Okay,
Just so you know, I was concerned about this question with the railroad being right there.
Yeah, the
tracks.
But the tracks are far enough away where the demolition won't even, they did ask that question.
okay, all right. Number 14, impact on energy. The proposed action may cause an increase in the use of any form of energy.
Nope.
No, I don't see that happening either. 15, impact on noise, odor, and light. The proposed action may result in an increase in noise, odors, or outdoor lighting. And all we're doing is tearing it down, so I don't think that anything
I don't
applies
see
there.
that.
Yeah,
You're gonna be blasting.
I don't think. It's just-
That's all it says, right? Like it says, any proposed action may result in blasting within 1,500 feet.
No, they're gonna.
Well, they're not gonna do that.
Tearing it down.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have to use glass and all that cement.
And no routine odors for more than 1 at once.
Okay, all right, moves us on to number 16, impact on human health. Proposed action may have an impact on human health from exposure to new or existing sources of contaminants.
So that's a good one, cause
Yeah.
as far as I know, there's still some grain in those silos.
Silos, right?
No one knows the amount of
Well,
contaminants that are
what are the
inside that building,
questions?
apparently it's animal stuff.
We say yes and go through.
right.
But an engineer did look at the building and his only concern was the grain in the silos
The old grain,
that are
right.
left
Right.
and the animal droppings.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's pretty significant.
Should we go through this one now?
Try to see if we can.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Looking,
Probably.
I-
yeah, let's just go through it.
All right, let's go through it, just to be on the safe side. All right, this is 16A. The proposed action is located within 1,500 feet of a school, hospital, licensed daycare center, group home, nursing home, or retirement community. That's a no, right?
The closest is the county office.
No, but that's not another.
Isn't it?
There's no daycare around there, really.
Thanks.
Not within 1,500 feet.
Not a licensed
Yeah, it's
daycare
about-
center. Alright.
Yes.
What's that?
What about the child advocacy center?
Where's that
It's
located?
In the county office building in the basement.
Basically,
I don't think it's a licensed daycare center though,
It's not.
right?
It's not, okay. B says the site of the proposed action is currently undergoing remediation. Well, it's not, they're just tearing it down, right?
Right.
Okay. C, there's a completed emergency spill remediation or a completed environmental site remediation on or adjacent to the site of the proposed action.
So they have a plan, they're gonna have air monitoring, they'll have all that because they got a state variance for the abatement because the building's unsafe.
Right.
And the state makes them have a plan and air monitoring and everything else, so they will have.
So it's small.
So that's,
No
yeah,
remark, no.
Small impact. Or should we indicate they have a plan of them? Or that they have a state?
It's either no or
plan?
moderate to large impact, no or small. or-
Yeah.
I'd say it's no.
I'd say no.
no impact,
No or small.
Or small, okay.
because they're doing it.
All right, so that was a C.
Keep water running.
All right, D, the site of the action is subject to an institutional control limiting the use of the property. easement or deed restriction.
There anything in the deed that we don't know about?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Part, that was D, right?
Yeah.
E, the proposed action may affect institutional control measures that were put in place to ensure that the site remains protective of the environment and human health.
Nope.
Okay. Letter F, the proposed action has adequate control measures in place to ensure that future generation treatment and or disposal of hazardous waste will be protective of the environment and human health.
I don't see any future actions, just tearing it down.
Tear- Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
It has no future.
It's a double negative.
All right, letter G, the proposed action involves construction or modification of a solid waste management facility. That's
Nope.
definitely a no. H, proposed action may result in the unearthing of solid or hazardous waste.
I don't know, what about the droppings? No.
Close.
Oh, we don't know.
But it would be no small, I mean, I don't know.
Small.
So,
Really small. So we can move that one. All right, letter I, proposed action may result in an increase in the rate of disposal or processing of solid waste.
No.
Well, small amounts.
Or small amounts,
It's all going to solid waste, right?
right. Letter J, the proposed action may result in excavation or other disturbance within 2,000 feet of a site used for the disposal of solid or hazardous waste.
No.
Not where it applies there.
In 2000 feet.
Right. Letter K, the proposed action may result in the migration of explosive gases from a landfill site to adjacent off-site structures.
No.
And then, letter
L.
L, the proposed action may result in the release of contaminated leachate, sorry, from the project site.
Nope.
No.
Small impact.
I would say small.
Small, okay. All right, so let's say small. Any other impacts that we are not getting on?
Can't think of any, Roy?
You all good? All right, let's move on to letter
17.
or number 17. Consistency with community plans, the proposed action is not consistent with adopted land use plans.
Right.
So that's a no, right?
That's a
Yeah.
Okay, so we can skip the rest of those. Consistency with community character, the proposed project is inconsistent with the existing community character.
It's a no.
No, yeah,
Will be considered.
all right.
We'll see what they're building when they
Yeah.
come up to us and then we.
Right. Right. All right, number 19, impact on disadvantaged communities. The proposed project may impact the disadvantaged community.
I hope it impacts us.
Well, in a
Positive.
positive way, right?
Right.
Not a negative way, all right? That's a good point, Amy.
Yeah.
All right, number 20, future physical climate risks. The proposed project may be vulnerable to future physical climate risks or increase the vulnerability of human or ecological communities to future physical climate risks.
Nope.
No. Okay, so
There we go.
we've covered that. All right, we covered that plan or all part two. So we can respond with no for that it's not gonna impact the environment in a negative way.
Right.
Great.
So you gotta make a negative declaration?
All right,
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody want to make a negative declaration to that effect?
I'll make that motion.
All right, John, second,
Declare.
second,
Brendan, all right, further discussion? All those in favor of declaring a negative declaration, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried.
Roy, do we need to designate lead agency or?
Yeah, they gotta designate themselves as the lead agency.
So,
Can we have somebody designate the Portland City Planning Commission as the lead agency in this project? Mike, second, Tony, further discussion? All right, all those in favor of designating us or the board as the lead agency, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, anybody saying? That's correct. Okay, motion carried. Now, what about part three, right? Do we do this, or does that come with part two?
I gotta, that's all done, when you come back and. So they gotta bake that part two, and I gotta fill it out still.
Right, that's gonna just.
So this is basically what we just said then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see that too, and we're not continuing. All right, so we completed the environmental seeker review. where do we move from here? I guess we have to approve or disapprove the project, correct?
I think that's all the action needed on.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
1 Elm Street.
Yeah. Okay,
The final agenda
Negative.
item went out.
Negative declaration and declare yourself against it.
we did, so, okay,
did.
all right, so we're good there.
That final agenda item, we don't have, the documentation needed to proceed with.
Nos Parks, we're gonna table that till next.
Yes.
All right, can I have a motion to table item number 4, Nos Park, to our September meeting?
So moved.
Tony,
Second.
Brendan. All right, any discussion? All right, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, so it's been tabled. All right, the last item on our agenda is to approve the minutes from last month's meeting. I think most of us, if not all of us, were here. Yeah, that's right, Mike. you were not here. Any changes or corrections to the minutes that you picked up on?
Just the change in the zoning was the month before,
Oh, what's the month
because
before?
I was there.
Yeah, because I looked at this.
Oh, what change?
There were 5 yeas, and then the very last one had 6, and I wasn't sure how that fit into.
Yeah,
the
1, 2, 3. So
So the change in zoning proposed by Roy,
that was in
that was actually the
Oh,
meeting before
before.
this one. I don't know why it's in these.
June meeting. Okay, so
Okay, hold on, so did I include something in there that,
Proposed
It's the,
changes to the zoning map,
it's the
because
fifth one down.
that's the one
proposed
before.
Changes.
was that in,
Recommendation adopted.
June?
all right, so for the July 6th meeting,
Right. We're thinking that might have been taking place in June. Maybe we're wrong. That's what we want.
and, okay, and, well,
Well, then we probably didn't approve it.
So
in,
well, let me
minutes.
check.
We should
Let's
go
approve
back
it now
let
and
me check,
have it-
because I do.
Well, yeah, and then include it, yeah. Is that?
I do reuse, yeah, so, oh, I see exactly what
I don't think it was.
Done.
Any. All
All
right, so let's approve
so-
that last thing, proposed change to zoning map with the idea that it should have gone in the June meeting. like the
So
president said.
it was in the June minutes
Was it?
and as I reuse formats.
So you just, so we
So-
already approved it, you already approved it.
I guess I have a question that might fall under the same thing.
Mhm.
It says agenda item 1, and it starts talking about the approval of the special use permit. And then it talks about apartments on the first floor, all within
Yeah,
item 1. And so is there something I'm not understanding here?
No, let me go back. It's clear to me that I did not. I did not complete these minutes.
Okay,
I'm gonna make a
accurately.
motion that we maybe table the minutes
Yes.
until next month and review them at that. point. Give Candy
So,
place,
is it both June, July, or just July?
should be in July.
It's okay.
and I want more cookies.
Yeah, let me go back and
Yeah.
review,
Yeah.
the June and July and make sure that I. Have what is supposed to be there correctly.
Yeah.
And
And
I'll
if
read-
June
I'll-
has to be, approved again, just bring them both back to us and we'll approve them at the
Yep.
September meeting.
Will do.
Okay.
thanks,
All right, so
Dave.
we're gonna table those until next month. The last thing we have to do is approve a adjournment. We want to approve our adjournment.
What's the
Oh,
first meeting?
make a motion.
Make a motion, sorry. Motion there, second.
Seconded.
All right, Jen, any discussion?
The next meeting is the 7th, is that correct? That's Labor Day though.
Is that Labor Day? It'll be-
Yeah, that can't be correct.
So we made
They change on it.
at the beginning of the year, we discussed that, and let me find our calendar.
Brett, you and I